And so essentially what this means is, before we even get into what they say, it's representing that you and I as humans are mirrors. We're actually reflective mirrors, image of God, of the creator of the universe and of everything in it. So for example, just like a flower blooms, just like any living thing, we are connected to and created the same way by God, in a way that involves sacred geometry, sacred math known as Gematria, right? So we're talking about a combination of numerology, geometry, which is combined as Gematria, which is geometry and numerology, that actually is so incredible. Our original Bible, when you break down the words in Hebrew, see, each Hebrew letter is represented by a number, which is extremely important. That's God's language, because you cannot manipulate math in that way, right? It's a pure, perfect thing. So it's just like God to connect letters with numbers, and it'll be a different video, but we'll break down the inversion and manipulation by satanic forces when the English language was created, and why so much power was actually taken out of our words through taking their original God-given meaning through the Hebrew language, where numbers equal words, so they can't be manipulated. The English language inverted words and phrases to take the power out of how powerful we are, right? So that's how deep this goes, right? We, just to give you a simple teaser, and we'll get into it, I promise I'll make a video, but if we wake up in the morning and say hello to our partners and kids, that's a normal conversation. That's a normal part of the day. But when we break it down, awake, okay, is a dead service. Awake was actually something you attended when someone died. So think of them taking down a phrase that means to die and using it for when people wake up. So you're saying the opposite of what its actual true meaning is. And even then you say hello, which is oh hell spelled backwards, right? It seems weird, or just like, oh yeah, Phil, okay, good one. That's it. No. It's deep and it's serious, okay? It flips meanings of words and takes away the power of true meaning. So you're speaking spells, okay? Spelling, spell casting. This is important. So we'll get to that at a different time. Let's get back to this. Okay, so now, the best picture that we have overall of the human and the anatomy of a human. So far, it seems very basic as to the reasons why. We explain the words being backwards because they are showing us we are actually looking at a mirror and are the very mirror of God himself, the creator of all things, in fractal form. So, for example, you're a human being with, let's say, thousands or millions of thoughts and ideas that are happening every so often. Let's just say you as an individual with all those thoughts are just one little fragment of God. You think about that. That divine spark that's in you is a piece of him, and all the thoughts and the life that you have and experience is in itself, that fragment all being drawn back to him in oneness as a whole, right? And so think of how many people, billions of people, are basically fractals of the one. if that makes sense, including animals and tree life and everything living. That's why we need to be mesmerized and amazed every single day we wake up, just with breath in our lungs, with living organism life still in abundance and leading the way.